Right after the elections, there was a lot of anxiety in the community, and there was definitely a need to make sure that immigrant families felt valued, welcome, safe. It was a very intense moment.
We surveyed the immigrant community. What is it that you need at this time? And across the board, what immigrants came together and said was, we need activists, we need legal observers, we need attorneys the moment that ICE comes into our community. There cannot be these constitutional free zones where at 5 in the morning ICE arrests people and no one sees anything, no one notices, like the lives of immigrants don't matter.
As a result, community-based organizations came together and invited the city and the county to think about how we could best protect and empower our most vulnerable immigrant and refugee community, or mostly the undocumented community. The Rapid Response Network is essentially a hotline which operates 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, ready and available to take calls from the community who are observing or see ICE activity. So when people call the hotline, we have the dispatcher then deploy volunteers who live in the area, and we have well over 1,000 volunteers countywide. The volunteers then show up to the address and essentially are watching what's happening, as well as taking photos, ensuring that the family understands that they have rights, and supporting the family afterwards if somebody is detained.
Many faith leaders, clergy from a variety of backgrounds came together and formed the Solidarity Network along with our congregations. And a big piece of that became the Rapid Response Network, which went beyond our congregations so that when our neighbors were in immediate need with ICE action, people could respond right away. The Solidarity Network then comes along after that to accompany families who have someone who's been detained. We're there to be able to say, you're not alone in this. We're there in solidarity with you.
The right partners came together, from legal service organizations to community organizers to other nonprofit organizations that wanted to make things right and make the community feel safe and a place where people felt like they belonged.
With a 24-hour-a-day, 7-day hotline, and with legal observers in every neighborhood, and with attorneys available around the clock, this has allowed us to document these abuses, this has allowed us to win cases in court, and this has allowed us to really know exactly how ICE operates in our communities and to be able to resist.
I've been a resident in Santa Clara County for 38 plus years now. ICE impacts me by just living in fear for me being separated from my family at any moment, any time. I thought I was on my own, fighting everything on my own, me and my wife, and learning about the rapid response. We know we're not alone anymore, and we have people in a community that stand by us.
As we accompany people, we make it so that they are able to lift up their voice and take incredibly bold risks. They've been able to persevere and to seek legal action so that their families could be reunited. Without having people walking alongside them, they may have given up hope. They may have given into the despair and not fought for the reunification of their family.
Thousands of people now understand that even though they don't have a status, they are protected by our Constitution. And I think that that's one of the biggest impacts that we have had, helping people understand how to use those rights to protect themselves, to protect their families.
The Rapid Response Network here in Santa Clara County has become a leader, really, not only here in the Bay Area, but across the country for rapid response networks and what is possible. We've been able to really leverage the infrastructure we've been able to create here and reproduce it elsewhere and to give it to other networks for free, to make sure that people have the tools and the resources and the know-how to be able to fight deportations, not just here in Santa Clara County, not just here in California, but across the country.
This is a moment for us all to rally together and fight back. We have a community that really understands that an injury to one is an injury to all. And so for people to come together and rally around this issue, it's moving.
In the future, what do we want to see different in our communities? getting engaged in organizing is super important because that is the way that we are going to transform what it looks like. We gotta stand up for ourselves, we gotta stand up for each other. So I think it's very important for all of us to take action, join the network, right? Organizing your communities to make sure that we have a safe environment.